Do you ever feel like you and your wife are just coexisting? You share a house, a schedule, maybe kids, but the emotional connection? Gone. It's not a crisis yet, but deep down, you know something needs to change before it's too late. I'm Mira Techtel from Boutique Relationship Coaching, and I help men who are struggling with a divorce ultimatum to save their marriage. I'm a former lawyer and family dispute resolution practitioner, and I know the cost of divorce on the partners, the children, maybe even society. How the roommate dynamic happens. So, high achievers tend to compartmentalize their marriage, thinking it'll run itself while they focus on their work. They can just leave it be to run itself on automatic. Small emotional withdrawals, missed conversations, lack of curiosity about others' lives, about the other person's lives, they add up over time. And this slow drift leads to emotional disengagement, which is a precursor to divorce. So people don't realize that when you just share a living space and you're unavailable to have that small conversation, you have no time because, you've got to get to work, you've got to shower, you've got to have your cave time, maybe, like relax, have some recreation. It's all understandable. But the thing is, what's more important in the end? Is it your job or is it your relationship? And can you have both? Is it okay to simply cut out relating to your wife because you're busy with work? Is it disposable relating to your wife? That's the question. Now, the answer is no, it's not, because these small emotional withdrawals over time add up and result in the woman wanting a divorce because basically you're not there. Like you are there physically, but you're not there otherwise, providing any sort of emotional support for her. And I know and understand that this is not purposeful. This has happened by mistake over the years, or because there wasn't kind of that focus on the marriage in the first place. Who knows? But over time, it just becomes a ghastly existence for the woman to kind of be this mechanical person in the house who just keeps it running whilst she does all the other things on her plate without being related to as a human being by her husband, who she married and in. Invested in her time, energy, likely money as well. To have this marriage. So, how do you shift from roommate to reconnected partners? Well, let's take a look at that. One option is to begin micro moments of connection. So, how do you do this? Well, it's a science backed truth that small daily connections matter. They matter more than occasional grand gestures. What's an example? A quick action, 5-5-5 rule, 5-minute check in the morning, 5-minute hug, 5-minute debrief at night. You got 3 fives there. That's an option, a daily option to connect to your wife. Number 2, reignite playfulness. Have you ever noticed how so many movies about love involve a lot of play? Play, being playful. It's fun. That's maybe what you fell in love with in the first place, the playfulness of the person. But you just don't see that side of each other anymore because life's too busy, too stressful. There's too much to do. The to-do list is as long as a roll of toilet paper. But the truth is, without that connection, your marriage is suffering. So how do you do this? How do you bring play back into your relationship? Well, a quick action idea is to start a 2-week play challenge. Humor, inside jokes, small surprises that you've got going. I'm sure your wife will love it. This is a precursor to intimacy, by the way. Having fun together. Okay, and number 3, in a simple way to shift from roommate to reconnected partners, is prioritize emotional check-ins, not just logistical ones. So, ever notice that you phone your wife to tell her that you're not going to be home after work because you've got some seminar or whatever it is, just to let her know that therefore she's going to be solely in charge of dinner and the kids tonight, La la la. Now she knows that you didn't ring to connect to her. She knows that. She knows that you rang to tell her that you're going to be out tonight and she's on deck with no support. Yeah, she knows that. So how do you switch this? How do you flip it? Well, you actually create a specific interaction with her that is an emotional check-in. An example could be, what's something that made you feel good today? What's something you enjoyed about your day today? What's something to put a smile on your face? Like I'm trying to connect with you, not just how was your day? Oh, and by the way, I won't be home this afternoon. I mean, that is just clinical and it's sterile and it's actually a turnoff. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard not to get stuck in that to-do list, the treadmill of activities that need to be done. Who's picking up the kids? What bills need to be paid? What's happening at 6, 6:15, 6:30, 6:45, and 7 this evening? I know. Breaking out of the roommate cycle doesn't take big changes, just the right ones. If you're serious about making it happen, download my free conflict-free communication guide below. And if you need personalized strategy, book a free 15-minute strategy call, link below. And you can do this. You've got this. You can turn it around.